Hello everyone, Cheppandi Chepputelsu Ledu Kadu. That means good morning to all of you. Hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. Good morning, Jivayana. So today is 27th September 2025 and cool. So we'll do Hindu analysis of 27th September 2025 and my name is Shubham Sagar. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. Yesterday, okay, uh, let's start the discussion. I think I'm audible and visible. Yes, I can hear myself clearly. So, as we do always, and good morning, Harshini. As I remember, I started this on my own channel, this Hindu analysis on 21st August. Today is 27th September, and the amount of reception and lots of things happened in this time period, and I did not miss one Hindu analysis up until now, like Monday to Saturday, and I want to keep it going. But fingers crossed, let's not jinx it. So yesterday I gave you people two questions, MCQ 12, MCQ 13. Good morning, Gajanan. So what is the answer of this particular question? MCQ 12, Registrar General of India functions under which particular ministry? Japanese fast. We have talked about it when we were talking about census town, statutory town. What is the basic difference between them, the limitations, blah blah blah, and why census 2027 is doing a wrong thing by going on with the existing definition of urbanization. So yes sir, what is the answer, sir? Registrar General of India lies under, Harshini saying no, not MOSPI, Harshini, it lies under Ministry of Home Affairs. So you can make mistake because you may feel like statistics, all these things are statistics, but no, RGI lies under Ministry of Home Affairs. No, not A. Why all of you people give wrong answer? See, one or two people can give wrong answer. If all of you are giving wrong at the same time, good morning, Rishi, then something is wrong. Home Affairs is the right answer. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Do give me a source if I'm wrong. Because I can not always be right. I'm not Wikipedia or ChatGPT. In fact, ChatGPT also goes wrong. So India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway is important. Why? Why India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway is important? Starting from India, More, Pia More Bhole Bhole, More, Manipur, and it goes to till Mysore in Thailand. We'll talk about this. This is an important topic. So we'll have a detailed discussion. Mysore in Thailand. Thailand. Rishi used to love it before he became a brahmachari. Oh my God, Rishi, you love Thailand, don't you? You used to, not anymore. So what is the answer of this question? And again, you have to choose the best option here. India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway important because it links India's northeastern states to ASEAN market. Very good, Harshini and Gajanan. So let's move on and let's talk about today's agenda. Generally, people believe Saturday is the least important day when it comes to Hindu analysis. What I have realized from the time I'm doing Hindu analysis, this is the most important day. I don't know why. Maybe because they're not good articles apart from editorials, and that's why we cover a lot of editorials on Saturdays. So for me, I have personally believed that Hindu on Saturday is very important because I have covered a lot of things on Saturdays. So very good, Harshini, Gajanan, Jivayan, and Rishi. All of you have tried it. The answer varies, but hope you can understand what was the answer. So upgrading shipyard, this editorial. Now, what I have also realized these days is when I deal with, politically charged topics like India Nepal relationship, this and that, the audience will rise. And when I talk about these topics, shipyard, blah, blah, people, so audience will fall. Please understand one thing. UPSC is not going to always ask you politically charged articles, you have to focus on things which are important. This is very important, this article, infrastructure. GS mains paper 3, and there they talk about ships, airways, roadways, so everything is important. And here again there will be keywords. Good morning, Shipurna. There will be keywords which will be there in this shipyard thing. What is the basic rationale of this editorial? So we, like, shipyard is where we are making ships, so there are docks where we are making ships and we are not making enough ships. That's what this editorial is talking about. What we need to do, what are green ships? So there are different terms, so many new terms which you will be witnessing here. All these terms are important, more from mains perspective and also from pre perspective rather. So let's have a look at this particular editorial, what they are talking about, and pay attention to the keywords. So now the Indian government has announced this 69,000, around 70,000 crore package for shipbuilding. So roadways, airways, and then you have waterways, shipbuilding, and maritime ecosystem. It will replace 2015 shipbuilding package, which did not work as government thought it would work. So over the past years, now please pay attention, there will be terms here. In like defense orders kept some shipyard active. All in all, we are not a pioneer when it comes to shipbuilding. Who are? Korea, Japan, and China. They are. Why are they pioneers? Because they complete total shipbuilding within 1 year. How much time we take? Around 2 to 3 years. Why are we taking more time? You will understand each and everything. But first of all, let's focus on the keywords so that we can go through with this. So defense orders. There can be two types of ships. In general, there can be multiple division. One is merchant ship, which is used for commercial purpose, you know. So commercial purpose. Then you can have defense purpose ships, which you're using for defense related things. So defense purpose ships, or whatever you want to call it, military ships, military vessels, these defense orders keep some shipyards active. But when it comes to making merchant ships, our capacity is negligible, as you can see here. Now again, there is a term here, gross tonnage. What is the basic meaning of the term gross tonnage? It is about internal volume of the ship. They can ask you, they can directly give you this word, gross tonnage. It measures internal volume of the ship. It's a unit, right? So we want to expand, and again we want to focus on not only military vessels, we want to build merchant ship. We want to give competition to Korea, China and Japan. They are not eating golden biscuits. If they can crack UPSC, so can we. Okay. So you can understand where we are going with this objective. Upgrade existing shipyards. What is shipyard? Where ships are built. Promote new shipyard in clusters. Support ship owners. Now there's one thing, declaring shipbuilding as infrastructure. Again, this is a keyword. What is the meaning of the term declaring shipbuilding as infrastructure? Let's say, oh my god, my handwriting. Infrastructure, GS mains paper 3. So when you're declaring shipbuilding as infrastructure, then what happens? You can get these, builders, ship builders, they can get loans at a subsidized rate. They can get longer gestation period. They can pay loan in a longer interval. So government has declared shipbuilding as infrastructure, but generally the larger vessels, they are taking advantage of it. So let's focus on all these things. India lags behind global leaders. These are the leaders who are pioneers. Who are, again, global best practices. You can have a look at this. Time efficiency, we have just discussed what happens. Keel laying is the introductory part of shipbuilding, and they do it within 1 year. Complete shipbuilding, we take around 2 to 3 years. And why? Because we don't have proper ancillary industry. Again, a keyword here. What is the basic meaning of the term ancillary industry? Supporting industry. Let's say Shipurna is a good girl and she has her own industry, but then Shipurna uses lipstick, she uses this and that. And so these are the things which support Shipurna. That's not a good example, I'm so sorry, Shipurna. So basically there is a main industry, and then there are industries which support that main industry. These are ancillary industry. So here there can be a navigation industry, there can be a steel industry. So all these are supporting industries. So our ancillary industries are not that developed. These are all, and our shipyards, we don't have proper, our men are not that efficient, because we are more focused on engineering and medical and all those stuff. So you can understand where we are lagging behind. Main reason, ancillary industries. Main reason, support given to large vessels. Main reasons, more focused on military vessels. Main reason, Korea, Japan, China, they are eating away the chunk. Other reason, if you are a shipbuilder, let's say Shipurna is a shipbuilder. She wants to build ship, but if nobody is buying it, if everybody is buying from Korea, Japan, China, then why will Shipurna build ship? She is, decorating herself, applying bindi, etc. But there is no boy in Kolkata. All the boys have died. Darna mana hai, darna zaruri hai. All the boys have died. Why will she apply lipstick and all? Nobody is looking at her, right? So because there are no boys, everybody has died. So again, again, we can understand. So the buyers are not there. They are going to Korea, Japan and China. They are the proven industry. So we need to have buyers. So if you can understand where we are going with this. People, are you understanding where we are going with this? This is a tricky topic. Most of the people have zero idea about this topic. You need to understand where we are going with this topic. And that's why I take these tough topics at the starting. Shipyard upgrades are essential to reduce skilled manpower. This you can write anywhere and everywhere, because our Indian people, we believe in rote learning, and I don't believe in that. My motto is to teach you with fun. Institutional support, as we have discussed. Although we have declared shipbuilding as infrastructure, but generally larger vessels, they are taking away the chunk. Smaller vessels, which are around 500 gross tonnage, larger vessels, their internal volume is around 50,000 to 1 lakh gross tonnage. None of your concern, just for your information, so that you can remember this word, gross tonnage. So please understand, we have declared shipbuilding as infrastructure, and we have just discussed what is the basic meaning when shipbuilding is declared as infrastructure. You can get loan at lower interest, you can have longer gestation period, government will provide you more incentive, but then there has to be demand. If there is no demand, then why would I make, ships? So that is one reason. So lack of long-term demand visibility, as it discourages ship owners. Who will buy from them? If there's no buyer, why will I make it? So now this term, long-term offtake and demand creation. Long-term offtake commitments, that means, like this one, green fuel project. There are so many people, let's say, there are so many industries. We are importing oil, we are importing coal. So we can, from where we will import, we'll not take it on our head and we will go. So we need ships which will be bringing coal for us, which will be bringing petrol for us. So we can give orders. Government can take initiative. They can tell this private ship builder that you build 50 ships. We want these 50 ships. We have to import coal. We have to import petrol. Similarly, there is green fuel project which came up in Kakinada and Kochi. Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh, Kochi, Kerala. Now, what are these green fuel projects? They are developing green hydrogen. Guys and girls, what is green hydrogen? They are developing biofuels. Now, these green hydrogen and biofuels could be used by ships, as fuel, and then they will become green ships. So there are so many things which can be done by us, and nobody knows green hydrogen. చెప్పండి చెప్పు తెలుసు లేదు కాదు guys. That means tell me guys. So yes, sir. So green fuel we have discussed, green hydrogen biofuels, and the green ships are those ships which will be running on these alternative fuels and energy efficient fuels. So again, that way we can build more green ships. That way we can promote shipbuilding to a greater extent. So again, long-term shipping contracts. Example, again, we import coal, we import oil. So we can, and we will be importing it via ships. So we can give orders to these companies so that this is long-term off-take commitments, that they know they have a buyer know they have ships ready, and ships will be ready within 3-4 years. So we need these long-term off-take commitments, and they are very important. So yeah, these are the terms which we have to focus on. Let's solve some questions now so that you can remember what we have just discussed. Declaring shipbuilding as infrastructure primarily helps by what? Reducing steel import cost rather, lowering financing cost and offering long-term repayment schedules, exempting shipyards from environmental regulation, ensuring automatic long-term contracts for green hydrogen is produced by renewable energy. So green hydrogen is done by, like, green hydrogen is what? Hydrogen is produced by electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water you do, hydrogen is produced. But when electrolysis is done by, green energy or renewable energy, very good, yeah, Archini, you are doing this electrolysis by using renewable energy, then you have green hydrogen. So what happens when you declare shipbuilding as infrastructure? Gajanan has given one answer, Jivayan has given one answer. Other guys, Rishi has given one answer. So exempting shipyard from environmental regulations, where have I taught this, man? Have I taught this? Have I said anywhere that environmental regulations will be exempted? What is the basic rationale when a shipbuilding, and we have discussed this twice, man. People focus. What will happen when a shipbuilding is declared as an infrastructure? So Shripunna also, see, people who have given the answer, see, please provide your justification. When shipbuilding is declared as an infrastructure, these shipbuilding companies can get their, loan at a lower interest rate. They have longer gestation period. That means they can pay loan in a longer amount of time. Zero carbon emission hydrogen. B is the answer, guys. Why are you people saying C is the answer? And please don't follow herd mentality. I have told you again and again. You may feel like, sir, you're getting angry. Oh my God, I'm getting angry for your own sake. You are giving one of the toughest exam in the world. You have to crack that. So if you don't know the answer, think about it. If somebody is answering B, don't start answering B just like that. Think why B is the answer or C is the answer. Yes, B is the answer. What logic you people applied for getting C's as the answer? Why C is the answer? Have we ever talked about C anywhere, man? Which of the following statement is are correct regarding India's green fuel projects and green ship? Again, use option elimination. Think about the options. Yes, B is the answer. And again, if you're writing any answer, even though it is wrong, you may have had certain logic. You can write that logic. Now, this question you can get it wrong. We have talked about green fuel, we have talked about green ships, but this is tricky. So this question is fine, but that MCQ one should not, you should not have got that question wrong. That is wrong, guys. Wrong is wrong. And again, this is a tricky editorial. You have to revise it. Revise it properly. Wherever you are making your GS mains paper 3 notes, you should have separate file for GS mains paper 3, infrastructure, shipbuilding and waterways. There, put points from this editorial. Very important editorial. So Shipurna, Harshini, Rishi, all of you have given the answer. So currently these projects are fully linked. That is what we are discussing, that government can tap these green fuel projects, which is there in Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh, Kochi, Kerala. And via this green fuel projects, they can, ship some green ships which are, running on alternative fuels. So they're not fully linked. And that's what this editorial was talking about. If you go back, see this, India's green fuel projects haven't been linked with building green ships or ensuring ship demand. So we can tap this. We can tap this and we can build a new category of ships. So the answer is, so second is correct. I mean, second is wrong. If you eliminate second, you're getting C, 1 and 3 as the answer. So if you're getting this question wrong, it's totally fine. This is a tricky question and that was a one-liner. You may have skipped it. So if you understood why C is the answer, and you have to focus, guys. So again, people who have did not answer C, don't worry. That's totally fine. This is a tough question. But the second statement is wrong. Ancillary industries in shipbuilding include what? We have just discussed this term, ancillary industries. What are these industries? And guys, right now I was saying 16, now 14 people watching and only 5 likes. Why so much hatred for me, guys? Why? I love you people. I love you. Nai Priya Dipo Ina. Allu Arjun. Arya 2. Let's focus, guys. So which are ancillary industries? We took the example of Shripurna, and we took her as an example, and talked about ancillary industries rather. Really good, Shripurna. This is an important article. So as Harshini stated, Purna stated, Gajanan stated, Rishi stated, Jivayan stated, so engine, propeller, anything which is supporting navigation, safety and life-saving equipment, all these are supporting industry which will be supporting the shipbuilding industry. They will need engine, they will need navigation to know where to go, they will need safety and life-saving equipment to prevent incident like Titanic. My heart goes, okay, so D is the answer. Let's move on to the next article, guys. Recall Char Dham project judgment. Again, Char Dham. So before we talk about the environmental aspect, let's talk about the spiritual aspect of this Char Dham. So Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath, and Badrinath. So Yamunotri, origin of goddess Yamuna. You know, Gangotri, origin of Bhagirathi, from which Ganga emerges, Bhagirathi. Then you have Kedarnath, Shivling, associated with Lord Shiva, and then you have Badrinath, Vishnu, right? So what is this Char Dham project all about? They are linking these places, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath, and have a look at them west to east and all these. They can ask you to arrange them from west to east. So this Char Dham project is going on. Earlier, the width of this Char Dham project was around 5.5 meter. Then government increased it to 10 meter. And that's what the whole discussion is all about. There are ministers, Murli Manohar Joshi, other people who are talking about this project, that please, don't do widening of roads beyond 5.5 meters. They are doing widening of roads around 10 meter. I was in Himachal some days back, and 1 month back, I guess, and you people know what is happening right now, or what was happening 1 month back in Himachal, Uttarakhand, flooding, this and that. So this is an ecologically sensitive zone. ESZ, again a term here. Eco-sensitive zone established under Environmental Protection Act 1986. They can ask you that environmental eco-sensitive zone established under Water Act, Air Act. No, Environmental Protection Act 1986. So, and do remember these acts as well. So they can even, and what happens, as the name suggests, this is an eco-sensitive zone, so there will be many things which you will not be doing in this particular zone. Now the rationale is why they increased it to 10 meter widening of roads. It's not like government is stupid, they know a lot of stuff, they know stuff more than us. So if they're doing something, and it's not always like we will be criticizing government, no, you have to understand something happened. What something happened? Doklam happened, China happened means China started doing some stupid things. So these Doklam standoff, defense ministry was very concerned about the border areas of Uttarakhand and Himachal, and that's why. We went with 10-meter plan, and Supreme Court initially was like, no, 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 5.5 meters. Then they were like, okay, okay, we can understand the whole China angle, so you do the 10-meter thing. Now people are like, no man, no man, Doklam is at Bhutan, India, Bhutan, you know, and China tri-junction. You cannot use that excuse to do, and the widening of roads to 10 meters. There will be no Uttarakhand, no Himachal, based on the things which are happening there. So again, Murli Manohar Joshi, Karan Singh, environmentalists, they're talking about, reviewing the judgment. Earlier, the judgment was 5.5 meters. Later, when central government insisted to increase it to 10 meters, the Supreme Court, they reversed their decision. Now this particular lobby or group of people, they want Supreme Court to again revert their decision and go back to 5.5 meters. So hope you're understanding where we are going with this. So Char Dham project, road widening project by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. So this is but obvious. Includes roads in Bhagirathi eco-sensitive zone. Eco-sensitive zone created under Environmental Protection Act 1986. Restrictions will be there. Critics argue that we can understand these are example of, in UPSC they have asked a question on ecological carrying capacity. You can solve that UPSC mains question, ecological carrying capacity. That means that, we go to Himachal, Uttarakhand whenever we are feeling bored. I'm not no exception to that. I also go to hilly areas. It's not good, man. You have to, and even when you're going there, you have to follow certain things, prerequisite rather. And UPSC has asked multiple questions comparing and contrasting Himalayas with Western Ghats, and then the ecological carrying capacity. There is a limit to how much humans and how much infrastructure they can sustain. So you have to respect the ecological carrying capacity of Himalayas. So do remember this word. Solve UPSC mains question on ecological carrying capacity. Let's focus here. So cutting hill slope, dumping debris are mad. Okay, you can see all these things. They have increased landslide, worsen the impact of torrential rain. And you people, guys and girls, what do you think? Should we reduce the road width from 10 meter to 5.5 meter? Or you're like, no, sir, security is paramount. So here, environment will go down and security will come up. And we support government's initiative of widening of roads till 10 meter. If in interview, UPSC interview, somebody asks you this, what is your opinion? GYN, Rishi Pandey, who is a close relative of Rishi Kapoor, Gajanan, Shipurna, Harshini, and other people, do you support 10 meter? Do you support 5.5 meter? When you think and I give you these questions, you remember stuff in a much better manner. What is your view? Expert, Supreme Court appointed expert committee had recommended limiting road to 5.5 meters, compromise from ministry's original 10-meter plan. Then Supreme Court directed government that follow to 5.5 meter, 2021. Then government said that bro, Doklam happened. Defense ministry was like, no, 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 we have to secure our borders. So we want to increase it to 10 meters. And then Supreme Court reversed their judgment. And generally when these, yes, sir, we should reduce, otherwise there will be no one to travel on this. Right. See, understand one thing. Whenever Supreme Court reversed their judgment like this, so generally there should be a higher bench. Higher bench means, there is a constitutional bench of Supreme Court, 5 or more judges. That is constitutional bench. So it's not about constitutional bench or this or that bench. Let's say a two-judge bench. They gave a particular judgment. Two-judge bench. They gave a judgment. Now, if it has to be reversed, then it has to be higher. Three-judge or more, they will reverse the judgment. Something similar must have happened there, and Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud allowed 10-meter wide roads for three crucial national highways. So do remember one thing. This is also important from polity perspective. They can give you that, no, 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 Supreme Court cannot reverse their judgment. They can reverse their judgment. The only thing is, it should be a higher bench. They can always do whatever they want to do. So they were like, okay, make 10-meter wide roads for certain highways. Rishikesh Mana, Rishikesh Gangotri, oh my god, just give me a second. And Tanakpur Pithoragarh. Okay. So consequences. Now they are saying that it has led to massive landslide. We know this. This is a thing which is, I think 10 meter is better. Jivayana. Gajanan is saying 5.5 meter. So petition mentions recent torrential rains. Gajanan if it is Gajan or Jivayan if it is 10 meter. With about, again you can see and you can have your own views, but I understand that you understand what this article is all about. Let's solve some questions. Char Dham sites from west to east. Arrange them. Width can be increased at defined specific strategic location instead of general. Oh my god, this is such a good way of answering it. People see what Harshini has written. Who is a good girl? Harshini is a good girl. So what is the answer of this, guys? Char Dham sites from west to east. This is one of the trickiest question, very tricky. So if you're getting this question wrong, it's totally fine. Gajanan has given the answer. Harshini has given the answer. Really good. So Yamunetri, origin point of Yamuna. Gangotri, origin point of Bhagirathi, from which Yamuna means Ganga emerges. Kedarnath, Shiva. Badrinath, Vishnu. So if you see this, west to east, see this map. So Yamunotri, then you have Gangotri, then Kedarnath, and then Badrinath. So this is the west to east order. Cool, sir. So Gajanan, Harshini, Shipurna, Jivayan, and Rishi, they have given the answer. Really good. See, all of you. So tough questions, you give the answer. Easy questions, you make a mess of it. MCQ 5. Which of the following rivers originates near Gangotri? Chepandi, Chepu Telsu Ledu Kadu. That means, tell me, guys. Tell me something, Mary Jaan. That means, tell me. Which of the following rivers originates near Gangotri? Yamuna, Bhagirathi, Mandakini, Alaknanda. Choose the best possible option. I have told you, and that's why we're discussing Yamunotri, Gangotri. You know. So Harshini given the answer, Shipurna given the answer, Gajanan given the answer, Jivayan given the answer, Jivayan, Gajanan. You people should know each other. Your names rhyme. So answer is Bhagirathi, from which Yam means Ganga later on emerges. Kedarnath is primarily associated with which deity? This is very tricky. You know, these char dham, this question, the more questions you solve, the more you'll be able to remember it. So Harshini, Shipurna, Gajanan, Jivayan, and Rishi, all of you have given the answer. Very good. Why is my hair so looking so big today, guys? Guys. Purna, Harshini, Jiva, and Gajanan, they have given the answer. Kedarnath is associated with Shiva. Badrinath is associated with Vishnu. Remember it. Really good. So again, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Spread the word. Kill it. Page number 8, editorial. The turmoil in Kathmandu, the road ahead for Nepal. So India-Nepal relationship. You know, this is the second editorial of the day. And we have talked about India-Nepal relationship, and we have done the pestle analysis also. Pestle analysis means we have talked about different dimensions: political dimension, economic, social, technological, anthropological, legal. Political dimensions. We have an open border, you know, and we have supported democracy during different periods of Nepal. So there was a monarchy there, then it became a republic. You will understand. Economic angle, you know, we have like India is Nepal's largest trading partner. We allow them to access sea. Social angle, historical angle, Buddhism, and all these, Hinduism, Sita Mata, and all. So technological angle again, technological, anthropological, legal, in any which way. We have an open border, even from defense perspective. Their people are engaged in our army. So India-Nepal relationship has been awesome for most part. And then this turmoil happened. And here again, we have to focus on Har Har Mahadev, Chepandis. Okay, let's focus. So here in India-Nepal relationship, we have to understand some interesting thing. So most of us know these things. Gen Z who wear ganji. What they wear? They wear ganji. Which ganji? Rupa's ganji. If these people are wearing Rupa's ganji, oh my god, let's focus. So Gen Z led protest erupted in Kathmandu, catching the government off guard. And we all know social media ban and this and that happened. And you will see this is not the only event, and this is not the only scenario which has happened. See this 2020s, how many things are happening in different regions: Myanmar, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh. So Myanmar military coup happened 2021, which impacted our IMT highway, which we have discussed yesterday. India Myanmar Thailand highway runs from which place in Manipur to Mysore. What did I tell you just few minutes back? Which place in Manipur, guys? Write in the comment section. That's how you will remember stuff. So Manipur military coup, Afghanistan Taliban returned, whom Shipurna loves. Okay, no, that's just a joke. Pakistan Imran Khan arrest triggered military country. Again, Bangladesh, this happened. What is the common thread here? Unemployment. So, surprise, surprise, India can never have these kind of things. Why? Because we don't have this issue at all, man. Everybody has so many employment. In fact, we have multiple options. People like you, us, we have 2 3 job options, and we are like, nah, we are not doing job, man. So you can understand the common thread which is impacting all these countries: Myanmar, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, which even I think many people were saying that Sonam Wangchuk was invoking in Ladakh, and he has been arrested now under NIA. We will talk about him later. We have talked about Ladakh earlier. So unemployment issue. So I hope you can understand where we are going with this. In India, these things can never happen at all. We have multiple job options. Let's come back to this article. We'll come back to this point again. So Gen Z protest and all these things happened. Chief Justice, blah blah blah. You can read these things. Key questions, and I'm not reading these things. You people can read it in your free time. Let's focus on the key terms, key analogies, which is given in this editorial. Shripunna is laughing. Shripunna, what are you saying, dude? So causes behind discontent: long-term rule, corruption, nepotism, erosion of accountability. We don't have these nepotism things. Neither in political parties nor in BCCI, our president and all those, never we had these nepotism. Nepal experienced frequent government changes. Now here, in, like, there is something called monopoly, then there's something called duopoly, then there's something called oligopoly, which you read in economy also. So monopoly, one ruler, then duopoly, two rulers. So in India also you have BJP Congress, BJP Congress. So same similar kind of thing in Nepal also. The rotation happened, but the same leaders were there. Even if you take the example of Bangladesh, Khalida Zia, Sheikh Hasina, Khalida Zia, Sheikh Hasina, same leaders rotated power. So there was cronism and stagnation. GDP was not growing. Cronism means crony capitalism, like, collusion of political parties and big companies, which never happens in India. Adani and all, they are so transparent and everything. So we don't have chronism, we don't have stagnation, we have nothing. So never ever think about that India can witness these things, bro. Do we have unemployment? So what are you people saying these things? Like, don't ever think about it. We are having a Ram Rajya and a utopian world. Okay, let's focus. So now here we have to focus on some key terms which are important from exam perspective. So BCCI was no, it was not. Cronism, nepotism, we never had that. So 1990 Jan Andolan. If we track Nepal, we have to understand something about Nepal also. India-Nepal relationship, everybody knows about it, but you have to write something about Nepal. So Nepal was a monarchy and partyless monarchy. You know Britain is also a monarchy, but you have party system, right? Partyless monarchy means what? In 1990 they have Panchayati Raj, but that was run by monarchy. And so then 1990 people did this Jan Andolan. So monarchy was reduced to a figurehead. Parties came into picture. Monarchy was still there, but they were a figurehead. Then Maoist insurgency happened, which is there in our Red Corridor district also. Then 2006 Jan Andolan 2, what we have discussed. 1990, Nepal had a partyless system, partyless monarchy. Then parties came in 1990 after this Jan Andolan, but then again, there was a king, Gyanendra, and before that, they took away the power of these parties. So again, Jan Andolan 2 happened there, which restored democracy. And later on, what will happen by 2008? From monarchy, they become a republic. These are the terms which you have to understand from. We don't even know how the term Nepo baby and yeah, exactly. Nep. So we are tolerant politicians. We have in our blood tolerance, yes. Plus, we don't have these situations, Jivan and Shipurna. Unemployment, etc. Nobody even knows these words in our country. So, like, there are PhD holders who are giving Group D exams and all, but they are giving it just like that. They have options, man. And one post, 2 lakh people filling. UP, go to UP Bihar when examinations are going on. You won't even enter into your train, but that's just for fun. So yeah, 2015 new constitution adopted after delay. Since then, 7 governments with little stability. So all these things are going on right now. So what is a republic? You have an elected head. Elected head. And in monarchy, there is a hereditary head. Do remember these terms, they are important terms: republic, monarchy, how they are different from each other. So unlike 1990, 2006, 2020, again here, the only entity which people have trust in Nepal is army. This is so weird and so unexpected, unlike Pakistan, where nobody even believes their army. Again, with due respect, I don't want to get killed, man. This is such a charged article. So, army remains Nepal's most respected institution. They attacked all political parties, but they did not attack their army. So, and army is acting as a mediator in all these things which are going on in Nepal right now. So, hope you can understand. And again, you can understand the things which were going on in Nepal. In Nepal, rather, it is a republic. How republic is different from monarchy. Let's focus on the terms. Let's not get too overboard. Interim government priority, blah blah blah. So they have, now, this is an interim government. This former Chief Justice, ma'am, who is, and again, let's go back to this article. So what has happened here? Former Chief Justice, ma'am, Susila Karki, she has been sworn, but interim Prime Minister. We have talked about India-Nepal relationship in the previous Hindu analysis as well, and there I have told you she's an interim. She's a caretaker. She will not have full power as a prime minister. Her work is basically to conduct elections by March 5 in a free and transparent manner. Will that happen or not? That's a matter of conjecture, and you people can always talk about it. But yeah, let's see how things happen. So this is the thing, and you read all these things. We have talked about the main points here. India measured response. India is doing good. So we are not siding with this and that. We have called, PM Modi sir has called Ms. Karki and expressed condolences and support. We are having a close look at Nepal. We don't want Nepal thing to repeat in India, and that will never happen because the things which, you know, as we have just discussed, we don't have these issues of nepotism or unemployment or corruption or cronism and all. So let's focus here. MCQ 7. Dead body in Shamshan Ghat. PhD will applying for dorm, sure, such a shame. Yes, yes, yes. Let's focus. So, which of the following factors influenced Supreme Court to allow 10-meter road widening in 3 Himalayan highways despite expert recommendations? Oh my God, my hair looks like a jhadu. Doklam standoff with China, Defense Ministry requirement for troop movement, increased pilgrimage tourism. Why this whole thing happened, you know? So we did, earlier it was 5.5 meter, then Supreme Court increased it to 10 meter. What justification they took to increase that? Again, a good question. So like central government, they gave the point of view of this Doklam standoff and defense ministry requirement for troop movement. Does increase pilgrimage tourism? If this justification is given to Supreme Court will be like, I will kill you people. Tourism has made that those places hell, you know. So A, 1 and 2 only. So A is the answer, guys. A. And don't overthink, you know, just take it as a thing, like, and sometimes use, you know, why Supreme Court? We have talked about this because from the security perspective they felt like, okay, from environmental perspective nothing can justify increasing or widening the road, but from security perspective we have to widen the road, and that's why they did it. MCQ 8. A common feature of Nepal, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka in 2020s is Chepade chepo tel sula le dukadu. That means tell me guys, tell me something मेरी जान अकल से एक बार प्यार की मीठी. So what is the common feature, guys? We have talked about one common feature, and that common feature is youth unemployment. You have to choose the best option. We have talked about it, how India can never have these things because unemployment is not an issue in our country at all. You know, we don't have this issue. We are in Amrit Kal, man. So youth unemployment higher than overall unemployment, and that's why these things happen in these countries, as we have just discussed. So the answer is overthrow of the answer is A. A. Youth unemployment higher than overall unemployment. Harshini has given the answer. Overthrow of democratic institution, that is a common feature. In some, you have, you know, you don't have all in all places democratic institutions. That is a thing, but yes, the common thing here is unemployment. Unemployment is the common thing here. Myanmar military coup. We don't know in 2021 what was there, whether it was totally democratic or not. Afghanistan 2021, it's not totally democratic, not even now. Pakistan 2023, you can talk about democracy that way, but here the main common point, common fulcrum is, you know, unemployment. But I can understand options could have been framed in a better manner. Got your point. Got your point. Next article, page number 4. New farming technology holds potential to stop desertification. So Rajasthan, I have so much respect for Rajasthan, man. You know, so much respect for Rajasthan. I don't think any of you is from Rajasthan here. So there is an acronym BIMARU, you know, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh. I personally feel Rajasthan should not be there in Bimaru state. They are so much better than these states, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh. With due respect, I am from Bihar, man. My best friend Rishi, he's from UP. So I will never say anything bad about these places. But I'm just telling you, Rajasthan is very different. I have seen Rajasthan taking pioneer leadership in biofuel initiative. And even in this, you know, dog thing which was happening in Delhi, where government Supreme Court passed some judgment on this. Rajasthan is very proactive, man. So I don't know why Rajasthan kept in this Bimaru acronym. So again, here Rajasthan is becoming an example for other state. What they're doing, we know Rajasthan, Thar Desert, and I have given this example multiple number of times that because of Thar, there is a something called as expansion of Thar Desert. You people may not have heard about a place which is known as Agra, but this is a place in Rishi's land, UP. So Agra is undergoing desertification. The Thar Desert sand is coming to Agra. So wind erosion, you have heard about these things in geography. So now there are technologies which are being adopted by, and they have sandy soil which is not conducive for growing many crops. But then Rajasthan is doing something amazing. And here will UNCCD will come into picture, and we will also do a comparative analysis of three organizations which emerged from Rio Summit Agenda 21. Oh my God! So we'll do that in some time from now, because nothing is more important than these three organizations in environment. They are the most important part of environment, guys. Guys. Let's focus on the article now. What did I eat something last night? Why I'm so charged right now? So new farming technology, and it is related to wheat. Very important article from every perspective. So what has Rajasthan done now? Grown wheat for the first time in arid Thar desert using, and here they're not using chemical fertilizer, blah blah blah. They're using bioformulation. What happens in bioformulation? They use microbes. They use polymers to enhance soil's productivity, and this is awesome. So much respect for Rajasthan, man. How many of you love Rajasthan? Anyone who's loving Rajasthan here? So I just want to see who loves Rajasthan. I personally feel so Rajasthan culture is very awesome. Dal bati churma, खाएंगे. Okay, let's focus. So aim is to halt Thar Desert expansion towards NCR region. We have just discussed Agra is witnessing a lot of desertification. We have to stop that. And when you have growing wheat in sandy soil, wind erosion will be reduced, because what will happen? Plants will bind soil. Oh my God! And if plants are binding soil, then wind erosion will be lesser, and then desertification process expansion will be lesser. Okay, so technology used desert sand to soil conversion. So they are converting desert sand to soil using polymers and bioformulation. Bioformulation using of microbes, polymers to increase the productivity of land, convert desert land to soil. But this is an expensive process, but they are still doing it, and they want to do it for bajra, guar gum, and chickpea. Chickpea is what? So again, let's focus. So field experiment happened in this region. I will tell you what are the things which are important here. Bioformulation, the basic meaning of bioformulation. I love Rajasthan. My friends are there. Very good. So Rishi and Jivayan loves. Other people, Harshini and Shipurna, Gajanan, all of you don't love Rajasthan. So sad, man. Don't do that. You're like, sir. So again, these numbers and facts, read it in your free time. I have just told you the basic rationale. Let's focus on some more other stuff. Demonstrate applied science with societal impact. Do remember who is doing this thing, who is using bioformulation to convert sandy soil to normal soil and thereby increasing the productivity. Now, via this thing, they are fulfilling the ambition of UNCCD, United Nations Convention to Combat. We Bengali go to Rajasthan to see Sonar Kelasar because of a movie by Satyajit Roy. Okay, so Sripunna also loves Rajasthan. So all these three organizations, as we have discussed, they emerged from Rio Summit of 1992, which is also known as Agenda 21. Guys, this is a PYQ, UPSC PYQ. Why it is known as Agenda 21? Anybody has any idea? Chepandi Chepatulsu Ledu Kadu? And if you know it, post it in the comment section. Otherwise, I will tell you once we are done with this comparative analysis. So this whole Rio Summit happened in Brazil. From that, three organizations emerged. Adopted, entered into force. 94, and you can see these dates. So UNCCD. This whole article is more related to UNCCD. And now SDGs. Which SDG they deal with? 15.3 talks about desertification. They can explicitly ask you, which particular SDG talks about combating desertification? SDG 15.3, 16.4. So do you people remember all 17 SDGs? What is the status on SDGs? Who remember all of them? Chepandis. So you can see here. And then United Nations Framework Convention. This is the convention which is in news most of the time. You can say it is most important from UPSC perspective. UPSC asks a lot of questions, and from this UNFCCC, Kyoto Protocol, Paris Climate Deal, all of these things emerged. So it always remains in news. Then the COP30 will happen this year, again in Brazil only. So COP30, Belém, Brazil. So this is in news most of the time, most important from our perspective, and we have to also remember the SDGs associated with them. So to achieve sustainability in 21st century, very good. So we have 17 SDGs, remember all of them. And why this is known as Agenda 21, guys? Because they talked about agenda of 21st century. I saw this question somewhere, and they were talking about 21 agendas, this and that. No, they're talking about agenda of 21st century, and that's why it is known as Agenda 21. So do remember these things. CBD convention on biological diversity to preserve the genetic diversity, biological diversity. So here you have Cartagena Protocol, Nagoya Protocol. You have to revise these. This is your homework. Read about them. What is Cartagena? What is Nagoya Protocol? What is access to benefit sharing and all those stuff? So these are very important. SDG goal in 21st century. They have to be adopted by 2030. Cool. Let's solve some questions. This is MCQ 9 based on the previous editorial. Bro. So you have countries Myanmar, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and you have options. A, Taliban returns to power, military coup, arrest a former Prime Minister Imran Khan, Prime Minister resigns amid protest, and you have to arrange them. So Purna, Harshini, Rishi, all of you have given the answer. Purna, you have specs in your eyes. So do you have myopia or you have hypermetropia? What do you have? Myopia or hypermetropia? Japanese fast. So here, if you do option, Shipurna, Harshini, Rishi, Jiva, and all of you have given the answer. The answer is A. 1B, 2A, 3C, 4D. In fact, if you just know Imran Khan, third is C, even then you are left with A and D option. Taliban is Afghanistan. So even if you know 2A, you will be able to solve this question. It looks tough. When you see this question, it may look tough, but it is not tough. You can do option elimination here. So Gajanan is also given the answer. Very good. You people are so good, just like a wow. In the context of agriculture, the term bioformulation refers to what? Japanese, chip, oh, chip, 1.25. So myopia, which is nearsightedness, which is far-sightedness, Shripurna. Oh my God, what happened here? Just give me a second. Nearsightedness, and this is again important from UPSC perspective, like physics perspective, nearsightedness, far-sightedness. I'm not seeing UPSC asking questions on myopia and hypermetropia, but other exams do. So which is nearsightedness, which is far-sightedness? Myopia or hypermetropia? So Purna, Harshini, Gajanan, Jeevine, they have given the answer. It is a mixture of beneficial microbes and polymers used to enhance soil and plant growth. Guys, other people also, myopia and hypermetropia. What is nearsightedness? What is far-sightedness? Last article of the day, AFSPA extended in parts of Manipur, Arunachal and Nagaland for 6 years, or 6 months rather. So AFSPA, Armed Forces Special Powers Act. So here they have been given power to arrest without warrant. They can search and all these things they can do. And if you want to, like let's say police officials, if you want to file a criminal case on them or civil case on them, and if they're appointed in AFSPA region, you need to take permission from central government. And this AFSPA is active in disturbed areas. Disturbed areas. Who can designate these areas as disturbed areas? Central government can designate these areas as disturbed areas. Very good. Jivan has given the answer. Myopia fast. I'll have it to. No. Myopia is nearsightedness. Myopia is nearsightedness, and hypermetropia is far-sightedness. Hyper is far. So nearsightedness means you can see the nearby objects. You cannot see far by objects or far off objects. Hypermetropia is far-sightedness, that you can see the objects which are at far apart, but you cannot see the nearby objects. So myopia and hypermetropia. Okay, so let's focus here. So AFSPA, and I know, like I was in Arunachal. I will show you a particular map. So what has happened? They have extended AFSPA in parts of Manipur, Arunachal, and Nagaland for 6 more months. Parts of Manipur. So in Manipur, continue in entire state except some police stations. You can see these names. That is not important. I will tell you what is important. Extended in 9 districts: AFSPA, Nagaland, and additionally certain regions, disturbed areas. These are Manipur. We can understand what is happening here. Nagaland, Arunachal, there are also some issues there, and I will show you Arunachal disturbed areas for 6 months in the districts of Tirap, Changlang, and Longding. I don't know how many of you can see this. Can you see this? People, can you see this map? I don't know this particular map. So here in the corner portion, you can open this and you can have a look at, like you can also look at the map. Tirap, Changlang, and Longding. So when I was in Arunachal, people told me. So here, certain amount of extortion also happened. Forces of Myanmar, not so good forces of Myanmar, they are present here. Very disturbed area. So I personally know that this region is a disturbed region, so we can understand why this thing has happened. So what are the things which are important from exam perspective? We will have a detailed discussion on AFSPA later on also, but the thing which is important right now is when was it passed? 1958. Disturbed areas, who can designate these areas as disturbed areas? Central government. Then what they can do: use lethal force, arrest without warrant, search premise, enjoy legal immunity. This is important. If you're filing civil cases or criminal cases against them, we have talked about the difference between civil and criminal cases earlier on, and we'll keep on doing that in future as well. But then if you want to file cases, you have to take permission from union government. It has been misused sometime, like there has been allegations of misuse of AFSPA by NHRC and in Manipur and Nagaland, etc., where in Manipur there were many women who protested naked, elderly women, against the imposition of AFSPA. But the other argument is these are very disturbed areas, and you cannot have normal rules in abnormal areas or areas which are very very sensitive. So there are pros and cons both, and you have to prepare this particular AFSPA thing from mains perspective. We will have a detailed discussion in subsequent Hindu analysis. It's not like this is the last Hindu analysis of the like of mine. So MCQ 11, fingers crossed. I don't want to die and fulfill this prophecy. MCQ 11. Good question. Let me see who gets this question correct. This is a good question, and I'm very sure that most of you will get this question wrong. I so want to be proven wrong here. So Harshini has given the answer. Rishi has given the answer. See what I did here? I intentionally made this question so tough, and you people are like, oh my god, what should we do now? So Harshini, Rishi, and Gajana, they've given the answer. Now, you people, can you tell me why you said that first Sripunna? So why this first statement is wrong? It is applied in disturbed areas, but these are not notified by state government. They're notified by central government, disturbed areas. So that's why first is wrong. If first is wrong, you got the answer. That is C, 2 and 3 only. Cool, sir. Now this MCQ 12 is a homework of yours. Have a look at it. You can post the answer in the comment section. MCQ 13 is also homework for you people. And now let me like, share, and subscribe. I want to talk to you people about something. Please listen to me very carefully. This is for your own benefit. See, understand one thing. UPSC is a long journey, guys. It's a long journey. If somebody is telling you that you will crack it in 6 months, they are lying. Kill them fast. So in this long journey, sometimes even your parents will not understand you. They will not. They have, with due respect, they can give you financial support, but sometimes you will need somebody to vent your emotion, vent your feelings. And that's why I keep on telling about you need a mentor. Doesn't matter whether it's me or somebody else, but you need a mentor. Mentors are very underrated. So, and again, I keep on telling also that you can join this mentorship program of mine. You can join some any other program also, but you need a mentor. You need a mentor who knows this process, how this process works. How sometimes you have to be patient. You cannot be too much over eager in this journey. So again, if you feel like I can be a good mentor of yours, you can be a part of this. And this is not a mentorship program only. It includes history through NCRT series, which you can buy separately at 1999. These days, I'm getting so many answers, mains answers for evaluation. So if you want to buy it separately, you can buy it at 1999, man. I'm so much tensed. There is a huge tendency of mains answer with me. But yes, I try to do it like 1+1 is the thing. And if you give me answer, so mains answer evaluation, you can buy it separately at 1999. Unlimited doubt session 500 per hour. Hindu analysis PDF 199 per month. And history means complete material 1499. So if you buying these, it's a huge amount, right? But if you're buying right now till 28th September, today is 27th, right? Tomorrow, Sunday 12 midnight, you can buy it at 4999. And I have told you, even in future, let's say I launch a course, prelims crash course, current affairs crash course, history 50 most important topics, polity 50 most important topics based on the current affairs part. All these things will be included here. So in the longer run, this will help you a lot. But the prices will increase from Monday, you know will increase from Monday, and then the same things or some more things you will be getting, but you will be at a loss. So I am telling you, buy tomorrow 12 midnight, enroll for it, and this is going to help you after a certain period. And even now things will become free, and you will have somebody to talk to if you feel like talking to. And yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. Tomorrow till 12 midnight. You can enroll in this mentorship at 4,999. After that, the prices will increase. And yeah, you can also switch from other program to this program. You can also donate. So that is what I wanted to tell you. Get a mentor soon. Whether it is me or somebody else, you will need a mentor if you are preparing for UPSC. Cool, sir. So that's it from me, and I will see you people when? I will see you on Monday then. ठीक है? So I'm going now. I don't think you people have any queries. So take care, be blessed, tata. Bye bye. I will see you on Monday at 7:30 a.m. And think about what I just told you. Bye bye.